Right, boys and girls, today we're going to be looking at graphs. Now, we have done graphs in term one, and you have done them in grade 1 and 2, so you should be familiar with it. Today, I just want to show you the different types of graphs we get before we move on. So if you can see the sheets over here, we have got they're similar graphs, but they are different in a couple of ways. This graph over here, you can see that they are counting the number of people that are voting in the graph, or whatever information we are portraying. They are doing it one piece of information per block. So if I look at the sunny days here, I can see that it was sunny on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So that is a pictograph, and it's using pictures to display the information. I then go on to another bar graph. This bar graph, well, let me actually show you this bar graph first. This bar graph, we can also see the information they are trying to convey to us. The number of kids taking part in the vote, we can see on the side here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I wanted to see how many children like cats, I would put my ruler on the top, and I could see that 5 children like cats, 7 children like dogs, 9 children liked rabbits. So that is that type of bar graph. And then we get another type of bar graph, which is very similar to the first type, except they are counting their votes in 2. So I would put my ruler there, and I could see that there are 6 votes. There are, let's go here, 8 votes. Then some of these ones you can see, it goes halfway between the 8 and the 10. So what is halfway between 8 and 10? 9. So we can see that one there is showing 9 children, or that one and that one 8. This one is also halfy, so it is halfway between the 4 and the 6, so it is 5. As you get older, the graphs get a bit more complicated. They might count up in 5s, or even in 10s or 20s, depending on how much information they are trying to show you. Now, some of the questions involved in graphs, boys and girls, you need to start getting familiar with the lingo, with the language what they use. So the most obvious one that they normally use is what was the most popular, what was the least popular. Now, most popular means which is the one that they liked the most, which was their favorite. And if I'm looking at the shape survey here, I can see that the hexagon line is so much higher than the rest. So hexagon is their favorite. And I can then see that if I wanted to get more information, I could see that 14 children voted for a hexagon. Least popular would be the one they did not like. So I would go and look for my smallest column, and that would be this one, and that would be an octagon. Then they would maybe say to you, how many people voted? And that is when you look at the side here, and you can see how many children have voted for that particular shape. Then another question that they like to ask is how many more votes, or how many more children like something than another. So the dog got more votes than the fish and hamster put together. So I must look at my dog here, and I see my dog had 7 votes. And then I look at the fish, and the fish had 4 and the hamster had 1. So I can do a quick calculation, and I can see the fish was 4, the hamster was 1, and the dog was 7. So 4 plus 1 would make 5. The dog is still 7. So the dog did get more votes. So it is therefore true. I'm just jumping around, boys and girls, just to show you the different questions involved. Then we can say, let's have a look here. Some questions might be, how many days was it rainy or stormy? I would then go and find my rainy and stormy days, and I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my answer would be, how many days was it rainy? Was it either rainy or stormy? And it would be 10 days. Another question, boys and girls, that they like to ask in a graph is, how many children took part in the vote? Or how many items did you count? So let's just say I was looking at this weather graph. I was looking at this weather graph, I would say how many days did they count altogether? I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 31 days they measured the weather for March. So they might say, how many days are there in March? And then I would know 31. Or how many children took part in this? If I look at this one, how many children took part in this vote? I would then add, okay, 5 voted for the cat, 7 for the dog, 3 for the bird, 4 for the fish, 9 for the rabbit, and 1 for the hamster. And I would add those numbers together, and then I would know how many children took part in the vote. So as we go along, boys and girls, you will learn a bit more about graphs. I have included a graph activity on the next slide for you. See how you go. If you've got any questions, let me know. Look, use your ruler, boys and girls. It does help to see the numbers that they are lining you up with. And enjoy. Thanks. Bye.